Hey everybody, I'm back. Gotta say, just starting out, my comment section has people from 40 different countries, uh, talking about Nightwish and unanimously wishing me a great time in my adventure and discovering this music. It's amazing. This is very cool. One title that stuck out in my mind was The Poet and the Pendulum. I know probably now some of you are probably giggling to yourselves because I didn't know what I was getting into, and then so I brought it up, you know, uh, and it's like 14 minutes long. Had it had been earlier on, I'd have been like, I'm not doing a reaction to a 14-minute video, but I know you guys will love it. I know I see this is broken up into chapters, so I know you know what's coming. I have no idea, so that's what you want to see. That's what you're gonna get. Here we go. Let's go. All right, I just noticed the light where the light's coming from is the pendulum, and I'll be honest, I'll share with you why this title stuck in my head, and it probably has absolutely nothing to do with the song. Um, I can't wait to hear the rest of this. Anyway, yeah, so there was an old comic from the '80s that was called The Pit and the Pendulum. I believe it was an Edgar Allan Poe. Uh, this is one of his works, and it was one of my favorite stories. And I can honestly, I remember the imagery of the guys tied up, laying down, the pendulum going back and forth and back and forth, and a rat at one point getting cut in half. And so when I saw the poet and the pendulum, that's what it made me think of. I had no idea it was going to be this epic long song. So it may or may not have anything to do with it, but that's kind of why I picked it. But the music. So anyway, let's get back to it. I'm very curious and excited to see where this goes. Wow. I think I would really need to like either watch a specific lyric video or have them printed out so I can look at them. Awesome. To have, okay, here we go. I got some thoughts aligned in my brain. I'm trying to. It's hard to because there's so much going on. With music like this, it's always, what I've seen of it, it's always like a bit lacking. Like there's always part of it I like and part of it that I wish was more. So I keep bringing up Metallica because that's probably the, I know it's not the same thing. We did the S&M series where they play their music with an orchestra behind them. Some of their music was like elevated, you know, and some of the new stuff, you know, was cool. But I don't listen to it over and over, you know. And some of what's a Trans-Siberian Orchestra, which is probably one of the more well-known things. It's cool, but there's always like, it could be better. This, listening to Nightwish is like everything I wished an orchestral metal band would sound like. Right? Everybody's nodding their head. Yeah, I know, right? I know, right, Ryan? That's what we've been telling you. So, because the riffs aren't kind of a metal riff, or they're not flirting with metal. They're fucking metal, you know? They're heavy, they're crisp, it's freaking precise, and the fact that there's just the one guitar player on stage blows my freaking mind. One of you said, you know, nobody shouts out the mixer. Well, hell yeah. I mean, because I know being in the crowd, it wouldn't sound like I'm hearing it right now. I understand that. I imagine this is probably one of the best sounding live shows ever. The best one I ever saw and heard was 9 Inch Nails in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And you have your, you know, where there's a stage, and I was like off to the side over here. Horrible seat, but it sounded absolutely amazing. And I can see being in a concert like this, having it sound that good. But, you know, so yeah, definitely credit to the mixer to taking this and mixing it so it sounds like a studio album. But also credit to the musicians for just doing everything absolutely. There's so much going on. I don't know exactly what it's about. You know, I think as a poet, the writer is apologizing for being a bit two-faced and not being completely true. And I may be absolutely completely wrong, but they're complex lyrics, and I'm not going to try and break them down on the fly. I also don't want to go back and sort through everything. I really just want to hear the rest of this. Take me home. Get away, run away, fly away, lead me straight to dreamers. Hide away, I gotta cry, 'cause the shoulder cries more. I gotta die, I hope for the cold world. Fucking me, the other two faces, one for the world, and one for God. Save me, I gotta cry, 'cause the shoulder cries more. I gotta die, I hope for the cold world, all for the cold world, all for the cold world. how I literally don't know how to say what's going on in my head. Like, why am I getting teary eyed? I don't know exactly what's going on. But goddamn, when Floor sings, you know, how does she reach into the hearts of tens of thousands of people and just pluck the right string, you know? I want to say if it wasn't for the entire band playing what they're playing behind what she's singing, it wouldn't be the same. But I almost have a feeling, no discredit to the band, I know it's all together, but I've never heard somebody sing like her. I've heard people sing like that. I've heard opera singers. I've heard metal singers. I've heard female singers of this and that. But I wasn't expecting, like, from what it was before. I mean, it was awesome. And then it goes to this, and it was so beautiful and so delicate. And even though she's wearing an outfit that looks like a goth metal goddess, that doesn't distract from how beautiful her voice and her delivery is.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes, counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
Is it the Pit and the Pendulum? Wow. Okay, so thinking maybe this was a musical alliteration of the Pit and the Pendulum, I just went and glanced at it. I didn't glance at it. I spent the last 10 minutes reading over it. I've never read it before. You know, the brief little comic version of it is all I had in my head, and I just kind of got the gist of what was going on. And I don't know if I still don't know if it has anything to do with this. We'll see. I imagine it does, but I don't know what I did to my brain. I took myself out of this. I shouldn't have. I'm going to take it back some so I can get a better feel. So let's get back to it. Oh my God.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes, counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
So it's about to kill Moss himself. Their voices together are so good. So good. And Marco's vocals alone are, God, they're so good. So cool. Like he can obviously do different things too. It's amazing, the talent in this band. Oh. Anyway, the sound of his bass, how perfect is that? Wow. I know I don't, until I get to listen to it again, I won't fully grasp what the whole concept was, but what I do hear, I'll do a reaction video, and I don't hear it all in one sweep, you know. It's kind of a shame. I'd like to, but I guarantee you after this, I will listen to this whole thing and try and get more of a feel for it. So Tuomas he's a storyteller. He's obviously a brilliant writer. He's a storyteller, and these things, I can't imagine being there. I've only had it happen really one time with me. I was a part of a band. I wrote a song, and they all liked it. So we built this song, and we had a singer. I didn't sing it. I played the lead on it, but the whole seeing your creation developed and amplified by people talented enough to pull off what you have in your head. It's an amazing thing, and it's, you know, happened to me one time, and that blew my mind. You know, we'd play the song, people love the song, and it's my song, and I can't imagine being there and hearing, oh my gosh, to have that much creative fire in you, and knowing the people that are talented enough to pull it off. It's a lot of me just watching the video. Wow. The band that never let you down. Nightwish. The title caught my eye, and I wanted to see what it was. And it was amazing. Because this is a world that I am happy to walk upon. All right. We'll see you next time.